That's how you become a Call of Duty champion. 101. My #1 cheerleader. Woo! Yeah! Woo! What's good, everybody? We are back with another episode of Bobby Talks. Super excited to be hopping into some more action with you guys today. If you did miss out on the last episode, you definitely are going to want to go back and watch it. We got to interview two of the geniuses of the COD Mobile community and definitely got some insightful tips and tricks from those guys. So make sure to click that link somewhere up here. I don't know where it's going to be, but definitely worth a watch. And the two guys we're going to be talking to today are from our Latin America community. That's going to be nVoi and Mihawk. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys give us a little bit of information about yourselves. Obviously, I've commentated nVoi a lot, but if you can just give me like a brief overview of where you see yourself in the COD Mobile community right now.
Yeah, I see myself just like a small player who's beginning in this journey, who's barely starting. So I'm excited to see where this going. So here I am.
What about you, Mihawk?
So I'm from Brazil. I'm the captain of Godsend team in here in the COD Mobile, and I was also elected the best player in Brazil in the year of 2020.
So coming into this, I think we asked you guys some questions about your play style, and you said you guys are some of the most fast and aggressive players in the world. What specifically makes you say that?
Yeah, so I think that Brazil in every FPS has that aggressive and very forward style play.
That makes sense. That's the way I like to play. I don't always have the gun skill to actually be able to back it up, but in my opinion, it's the most exciting way to play. Yeah. So it definitely makes a lot of sense.
For sure.
Well, since you guys are the fastest, most aggressive players in Call of Duty Mobile, I figured I need to do some training coming into this. Obviously, as a gamer, I don't get a ton of exercise, so we had to do some push-ups. We had to do, I mean, you know what? I'll just let you guys go ahead and see what our training regimen looked like. Okay. What are we doing? Okay, so pull my gun out. Drop shot! Hit! You get that, Fanny?
I spend more time with them than my family, actually.
I was like, wow, my screen got really bright all of a sudden. Oh,
Since I was like 8 years.
Okay, well, maybe not the best training regimen, but I did what I can, and you know what? All my real training comes in the game, so that's where it counts. But before we hop into it, obviously, with you guys being aggressive players, you probably have a pretty good idea of how to build out your loadout so that you can play aggressively with it. So does one of you guys have a really good aggressive loadout that we can go ahead and build out before we hop into some games?
For sure. I think the SMG that it's in the meta right now is the QXR, right? So I have a very good loadout for an aggressive player. So basically, in the muzzle you put out monolithic suppressor, so you can have more damage range. In the barrel, I put mid, like barrel short, which makes your gun faster to aim, and it gives you good movement. And now I also put no stock, which in the stock that makes the gun faster as well. And the perk you need to put enhanced bolt because I mean it increases your fire rate, and that is what makes the QXR very strong. And in the laser, I put the laser tactical, so you can aim faster and you can have more ADS bullet spread accuracy.
Well, I tell you what, you have fantastic taste in gunsmith attachments because that is my exact QXR loadout. All right, well, now that we got our loadouts built, ready to go, it is time to hop into some of the action. First question. Do you guys have any predictions as far as regions that you think are going to be really tough for you guys to go up against coming into Stage 5?
Yeah, for sure. North America, Europe. Europe, I think it's one of the strongest regions.
Have you seen much play from the Chinese region?
No, I haven't.
Gotcha. Did you see the clip that was going around Twitter of the player that hit the double wall bang?
Yeah, it's a sniper one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that as well.
Was sick.
I saw that as well.
That was definitely pretty crazy. That was maybe the craziest COD mobile clip I've ever seen.
Yeah,
so obviously
for sure.
none of us have gotten to see like a ton of their gameplay, but if they're capable of pulling off something like that, you gotta
that would be
think
crazy.
be one of the tougher regions.
Yeah.
All right, so what are your predictions for what's going to be the most difficult regions going into champs?
So I saw that every region. Actually, I saw the Chinese esports scene. I saw the EU and NA. And in my opinion, I think the ones that are going to be very hard to go against, I think it's Garena and Europe.
Yeah, Garena.
I've seen Garena and Europe. They're a very strong team. Europe as well. They play very intelligent and they have very good gun skill. So yeah, I think they're the ones who's going to be hard to go against.
So as far as teams in your own region, are there any others that you feel like are going to be your toughest competition?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think the Brazilian teams are very strong, not only on gun skills but in strategies and everything. And the ones that I can say right now that it's very hard to compete against, I would say Skate, Influence Rage, which was the team that qualified in last champs, and Loops. I would say these three teams: Skate, Influence Rage, and Loops.
What about you, nVoi?
Yeah, just the same as Mihawk. As he said, the Brazilian teams are very strong right now. They've always been, but I think right now they're stronger than last year. We faced Skate on a past tourney, and it was a tough match. And yeah, we're very excited to face Brazilian teams in the best ways we can. I'm talking about the ping. As I told you, we're moving to South America, so we're excited to face Brazilian teams just with good internet. Yeah.
For sure.
So as far as actually preparing for Champs 2020, how did you guys feel like quarantine and the amount of time that you had to spend in your house played into that? Do you feel like it set you up and gave you more time that you were able to prepare, or do you feel like being inside for that long actually put you at a disadvantage?
In my opinion, I think it kind of helped me because being quarantined, you can't go out, so it kind of gave me more time actually. But yeah, I think that having not going out and everything, it's not good for your mental health. But in general, you have more time, right? So
what about you, nVoi?
Yeah, I think the quarantine helped us a lot to improve and to spend more time here training and not just messing around and being this a casual play. You know, it helped us a lot to focus, to stay focused. Yeah, I think that was the main advantage the quarantine gave us. And gave me.
Just gonna silently pull out the nuke like that. I was like, wow, my screen got really bright all of a sudden. Oh, he dropped a nuke. All right. Okay, so obviously one thing that's been talked about a lot, especially recently, is the whole stigma of mobile gaming. Obviously, you know, like the whole Ferg versus Dr. Disrespect thing happened. How do you guys feel about kind of like the general opinion out there that mobile gamers are not real gamers or maybe inferior or whatever it would be?
Yeah, I think it's a matter of time. You know, this mobile gaming is pretty new. So I think we just have to give mobile gaming more time, and it will be as strongest as PC gaming or console. You know.
For sure. I agree with nVoi. I think the mobile gaming is growing a lot in the last years, and I think it's going to be bigger than PC because I think it's very accessible. You know, everyone has phones to play, so.
So how did you actually make your way into the Call of Duty mobile competitive scene? Was there mobile games that you played prior to it? Was there Call of Duties that you played for it? Like, what was it that really drew you into the competitive side?
I actually played Critical Ops. I don't know if you know that game. I think Tectonic played as well. And yeah, I played competitive in Critical Ops. Yep. And when COD Mobile was out, I started to play because I mean it's a Tencent game. It's a bigger game. And back in the days when I was very young, I used to play like Black Ops 2 and Call of Duty and Modern Warfare 3. So I really liked playing FPS and mainly COD as well. So when COD Mobile was out, I was really hyped to play it and to participate in the competitive scene. And I mean, I think it went good. It went right, and everything's good right now. We're doing very good. I'm doing very good with my team as well. And yeah, we're here now to play champs. Yeah, that's basically it.
All right, so nVoi, how did you make your way into the competitive COD Mobile scene?
Yeah, it basically was for the quarantine. It helped me a lot because I used to play, but just like 2 hours every 2 days. It wasn't that big of a deal that with my family or with my girlfriend. But when the quarantine started, I got nothing else to do, just to be in my phone, and I started playing, and I met the right people. My manager, who's not my manager, my friend Baludi, dragged me into the competitive scene, and yeah, that's it. I've always loved Call of Duty, so when the mobile version came out, I was pretty excited. But as I said, I didn't have enough time to play as I wanted.
And I know for you, I feel like your teammates have stayed pretty much the same throughout, but you guys have been to a lot of different teams. What has that change been like for you guys?
It's been like very easy because we're the same people in just in different teams, you know. Literally the organization which is changing. I got into the gameplay too much. Yeah, it's basically it was very easy because we're the same people.
Mihawk, I don't know quite as much about your background. Have you been with pretty much the same teammates for the majority of the time that you've been in the competitive scene, or have you changed a few times?
Like I said in the beginning, I'm the captain of Godsend. So actually, as I started to play competitive, mainly I was in Godsend. So when it started, I started out in a team called SPZ, and like a month later, I joined. I created a team with Zeus, and it was called V-Rira. And we were looking for an organization, and we found Godsend. And basically, I'm in Godsend basically for 2 years by now. So I've participated in 2 teams in total.
All right, so it sounds like both of you have had a pretty good, basically pretty reliable teams that you've actually been able to count on for a while, and I'm sure that plays a big role in team chemistry and everything like that as well as just having consistent teammates. Do you feel like your team chemistry is one of the things that sets you apart from other teams in your region?
Yeah, 100%. Yep.
For me, 100% as well. I think Godsend, it's a very united team. I feel like we're family. I spend more time with them than my family actually, and yeah, we're basically a family, and it's very good to have that chemistry together. We play a lot better knowing that you know, and yeah, so it's very different from other teams, because other teams actually, a lot of players just leave their teams and join another because they think their team is not good, is not good enough or something else. But our team is different.
Yeah, that's definitely a very popular thing to do in North America, and I think that's honestly part of the reason why there's only 2 like really solid teams in North America right now, is because they've been the only people that have actually stuck together over a long period of time, whereas the majority of the other teams have kind of bounced around throughout the majority of the time they've been around. Well, that is going to be it. Definitely make sure to check out the Latin American region whenever it's going on. Whenever it comes to Stage 4 champs, I guarantee you these are going to be some of the guys that you'll see hopping into the action. But that's going to be it for this episode of Bobby Talks. As always, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to drop a like down below. Subscribe to the COD Mobile Esports channel for more videos like this. We've got some more fantastic episodes coming at you guys in the future, and we'll see you in the next one.